Hey Caleb, I'm down here messing with this. I just want to take a quick video for you and I to stew on later here, just so we can kind of look at this. So here's a long drill bit I just drilled on this side of the wall upstairs and probably 3 inches or so from the center of beam, okay? And it came down right in the middle of this little crib piece of wood there. And then I took this same drill bit and pulled it out and drilled, and it busted through on that side of in the bedroom wall. It busted through. It came down in the middle of this seam here. So I'm kind of thinking that the beam area upstairs is probably something like this. Okay. So if you look, that spans right in the middle of this frickin' doorway that should have been moved over there. But here we are, okay? So now what do? I've taken loose the wiring here, and I've kind of taken loose the wiring on this joist here. The issues that we need to consider is that these stair jacks go into here and are sistered into there. So in light of all this, what I'm thinking now that what we do is we remove these 2 pieces of wood right here, and then we through bolt, or yeah, we'd probably do that. Probably remove both of these right here, and then through bolt 1 channel steel on there. And then, but now that I think about it, it can be complicated too, right? So what if we were to, and it's complicated for the fact that, you know, it really shouldn't sit center of the door. The steel should sit there. We could do as originally planned and, you know, through bolt all the steel all the way through all these joists here, you know, do the plan A thing. And then that steel will help carry the load, right? And then we could cut this over there and then put steel there, or we can fur this out and then, you know, lag bolt the new steel. Like if this is furred out a little bit with some other 2x and a solid piece of steel is there, we'll get it closer to the center post. Man, I just don't know how to do this right. Because really, to do it right, you need to take that stupid ass door and move it. But that means that, you know, the tile floor is gone and the toilet's gone. Because there is just not... Here's a beam. This knocks out. There's a beam there, right? That's a post there that's coming down. And what do we do here? Can't put a door in there now. You can't put a door there because that's where your support is. Yeah, we're doomed. This is just not gonna, this is gonna have to be bridged. The whole thing is just gonna have to be bridged. So in light of that, what do? Do we take out this first piece, but all that's carrying off of it? We'd have to figure out how to carry this stuff off steel, which they don't meld together, of course. We could try to take this piece out, but man, that looks like it's just going to be more work than what it's worth, right? Of course, if you have the load, if this is a post and you have the load over here on the side of the post carrying all this stuff, you really want it carried end to end, not side loaded on this. But I guess we just kind of do the best we can. If we just throw these 2 pieces of steel up there, that should, well, it'll make it a hell of a lot stronger than what it is now, right? Because the other fix was just to lag in boards on here, right? Or those LVLs. We were to, you know, cistern those LVLs on that, but there's just no room with the wiring the way it is. As it is right now, this wiring goes up in there. There's plenty of room for the end of the steel to hang over here. As a matter of fact, this is a piece of 2x, I don't know what's going on the back side of it. I really don't know what's happening there, but this whole thing could sit, this steel could sit right on this, no problem. Let's turn around. You know, it's just a simple joist bay. I don't think we can do anything with this little thing. I don't think there's any money in that. And you know, if we cut that little scab, we cut that little scab piece off, and then all this is scabbed onto this little small piece of wood here. Maybe this needs to come out first before we really make a decision, but anyway, I'm not expecting you to figure this out. I just wanted to give you something to look at and stew on while you're doing your other stuff. How bad will these wires will come down a little bit. These wires will come. I mean, imagine if we cut this out, all these wires would